Gratitude is more than just a feel-good concept. It's a powerful tool that can transform our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. While it may seem easy to focus on what's wrong, gratitude encourages us to see the good, even in the smallest moments. If you're struggling to find joy or feel overwhelmed by life's challenges, this article offers real, actionable ways to make gratitude a consistent part of your life. It's time to shift our mindset from surviving to thriving, and gratitude is the key that unlocks this transformation. So, what exactly is gratitude? It's more than just a simple thank you when someone holds the door open or a polite acknowledgement of a favor. Gratitude is a deep-seated sense of appreciation that flows from recognizing the good in our lives. Whether it's appreciating the morning sunlight streaming through your window or the warm smile of a friend, practicing gratitude transforms the mundane into something meaningful. It's about recognizing that every day brings gifts, no matter how small or fleeting they may seem. Psychologist Robert Emmons, a leading expert on the science of gratitude, describes it as an affirmation of goodness. We affirm that there are good things in the world, gifts and benefits we've received. It's not about ignoring life's challenges, but rather choosing to focus on the positive aspects. And this shift in perspective can do wonders for our emotional well-being. But let's face it, life can get chaotic, and in those moments, practicing gratitude might feel like an impossible task. However, the more we lean into it, the easier it becomes to see the hidden blessings, even amidst difficulties. Being grateful isn't just a feel-good concept, it's backed by science. Studies show that gratitude rewires our brains, helping us combat negative thoughts and reduce stress. When we focus on what we're thankful for, it shifts our mindset from scarcity to abundance. This mental shift doesn't just happen in our heads, it reflects in our physical health and the way we interact with the world around us. Harvard researchers have found that regularly practicing gratitude can lead to improved mental health, greater resilience, and even better sleep. Gratitude acts as a natural antidepressant, stimulating the brain's production of dopamine and serotonin, those feel-good chemicals we all crave. And the best part? It doesn't require any fancy tools or time-consuming routines. Just a few moments of reflection each day can yield lasting benefits. Have you ever noticed how a heartfelt thank you can bring people closer? Gratitude has a unique way of deepening our connections. When we express genuine appreciation for others, it fosters trust, compassion, and a sense of belonging. Research shows that individuals who regularly express gratitude report higher levels of happiness in their relationships. It's no wonder that gratitude strengthens our social fabric, making us feel more supported and connected. Think of it like this. When you appreciate the people around you, whether it's a friend, partner, or coworker, you reinforce positive behavior. It's a cycle that keeps on giving. Dr. Martin Seligman, a pioneer in positive psychology, found that people who wrote and delivered a letter of gratitude to someone who made a difference in their life saw a significant increase in happiness. That small act of recognizing another's kindness has the power to transform both the giver and the receiver. Gratitude doesn't just improve our mood, it has a tangible impact on our physical health too. The link between mind and body runs deep, and when we practice gratefulness, it triggers changes that benefit our overall wellness. For instance, grateful people report fewer aches and pains, feel healthier, and even exercise more regularly. It's almost as if being thankful is a hidden superpower for our health. Studies published in the Journal of Psychosomatic Research indicate that gratitude lowers blood pressure, improves immune function, and promotes better sleep. This is because focusing on positive thoughts reduces cortisol levels, the hormone associated with stress. When we shift our focus from what's missing to what we have, it naturally reduces feelings of anxiety and worry. It's like giving our bodies a reset button. Imagine going to bed each night with thoughts of what went right today rather than replaying the stress of the day. That simple shift can mean the difference between a restless night and a deep, restorative sleep. Practicing gratitude isn't just good for your mind, it's great for your body too. Let's face it, feeling grateful isn't always easy. Sometimes life throws curveballs that leave us drained and overwhelmed, and in those moments, gratitude feels like a luxury we simply can't afford. When we're caught up in the hustle, or when stress, anxiety, or sadness take over, being grateful might seem like a stretch. You're not alone if you've ever felt this way. One major obstacle to practicing gratitude is something psychologists call the negativity bias. Our brains are wired to focus on threats and problems as a survival mechanism. This bias makes it easy to overlook the good and fixate on what's going wrong. If you've ever found yourself spiraling into negative thinking despite positive events in your life, that's your brain trying to protect you. But this hardwired tendency can cloud our ability to notice and appreciate the small, everyday blessings. Another roadblock? Comparison. We live in a world where social media constantly bombards us with curated snapshots of other people's perfect lives. It's all too easy to feel like we're not enough, that we're missing out on something better. This constant comparison steals our joy and makes it harder to appreciate what we have. Dr. Brené Brown, a renowned researcher on vulnerability, often reminds us that comparison is the thief of joy. We can't practice gratitude when we're stuck in a mindset of lack. If practicing gratitude feels challenging, don't worry. There are practical steps you can take to cultivate it. It's all about starting small and being consistent. Here's how you can weave gratefulness into your everyday life. One of the easiest ways to start practicing gratitude is to bring mindfulness into your everyday routine. Think about it. How often do we rush through our days on autopilot, barely noticing what's around us? When we practice mindfulness, we anchor ourselves to the present moment, which helps us become more aware of the good that's already in our lives. Start small. Take a few deep breaths in the morning, feeling the air fill your lungs, and let yourself simply be. These moments of stillness can create space for grateful thoughts to emerge naturally. Don't underestimate the power of a mindful pause. When you're having a hectic day, take a moment to look outside, listen to the birds, or simply feel the sun on your face. These simple acts can shift your mood and help you remember that there's beauty in the little things. As Eckhart Tolle once said, acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance. By staying present, we unlock the gateway to practicing gratitude effortlessly. Feeling overwhelmed? A gratitude journal might be just what you need. It's a straightforward yet powerful tool to rewire your brain for positivity. All it takes is 5 minutes a day. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each evening. They can be big, like landing a new job, or small, like the smell of rain or a warm hug from a friend. The more specific, the better. Studies show that consistently jotting down moments of gratefulness can improve sleep, lower stress levels, and boost overall happiness. You don't have to stick to a rigid format. Get creative. Include doodles, draw, or paste photos that capture joyful memories. The key is consistency, not perfection. By training your mind to focus on the positive, you're essentially teaching yourself to notice the good, even on tough days. And that's where the magic happens. Your gratitude practice becomes second nature. Ever received a heartfelt thank you note that made your day? That's the power of expressing gratitude in action. Taking the time to acknowledge someone else's kindness doesn't just make them feel valued, it boosts your own feelings of happiness and connection. A handwritten note or even a thoughtful text can go a long way in strengthening your relationships. Consider making this a weekly habit. Choose one person who has positively impacted your life and send them a short message of appreciation. It could be a teacher, a friend, or even a colleague who helped you out during a stressful project. The simple act of putting your feelings into words can increase your own sense of gratefulness. And as you practice, you'll notice how this habit strengthens bonds and creates a ripple effect of kindness. Not every memory is filled with joy, but that doesn't mean it lacks value. Reflecting on past experiences through the lens of gratitude can be a transformative exercise. Instead of just focusing on the pain or mistakes, ask yourself, what did I learn from this? Or, how did it help me grow? This practice helps you reframe negative events into valuable lessons, building resilience and a deeper appreciation for your personal journey. This doesn't mean forcing yourself to feel grateful for every hardship. But by finding small silver linings, you can shift your perspective. Think of it like turning a page in a book. The story isn't finished yet. We can choose to see our experiences as stepping stones rather than setbacks. As Viktor Frankl, a renowned psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, wrote in Man's Search for Meaning, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. That's where gratitude can help us transform pain into growth.